So you can see the car seat we have. This is actually what we consider a convertible car seat. You'll have ones that are rear facing only. This one's going to have the ability to last longer for your child. You can see right now we have it set up so that we're going to have it rear facing. That's going to be for mostly our kids that are, and I'm going to refer to the side of the seat. If you refer to the side of your car seat and follow along with the inches in height and the weight, that's really, really important because all these car seats have been tested when it comes to crash data to make sure that the seat is appropriate for that size child. So right now we have it facing backwards. There's two ways to install it. The lower anchors, which is what a lot of the newer vehicles have. So you'll see that there's hooks on the side, and you'll see there's a dot right here on each vehicle, and it will give you all seat locations. And if you refer to the vehicle's owner manual, it will also go into depth on exactly where you could put the car seats. Most vehicles will only allow 2 car seats to be in the back of the vehicle. Some can do 3 when it comes to the second row. So just refer to your owner's manual for that. So the simple way to do it is to loosen the straps up, which I've already done. I've loosened these up, and it's very simple. They go over the top, and you'll feel it clip in, and you'll do the same thing on the other side, and you'll simply just clip it in and these are all located right here. So simply clip it in, and you can see it's attached. Obviously right now it's way too loose, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to tighten it up. Right now I have it in the recline mode. So if you see the seat is actually reclined, you're going to want to make sure that it stays reclined, and you're going to want to have it at about a 45-degree angle. And the easiest way to tighten these up is body weight, right? Because people are like, I have to wrestle with it, I have to do all these things. If you just take your body weight and push down slightly with your body while you're doing this, I'm going to take this out because we're going to need this later on while putting a child in here. And you take this strap and you pull it along the same path that it's going in, not out this way, but if you pull it along this path, as you push down, you'll see it'll cinch up fairly easily, and you see that this thing isn't moving. So that's considered it's about as tight as you're going to want to get it. If it's moving an inch in each direction, that's the acceptable standard. You start getting outside of an inch, and that's when you're grabbing it down by the belt path, not off here. When you're grabbing it by the belt path, and you can see that that's barely moving. And if you do wiggle it around and you think you can get a little bit more, just give it another little tug. And you can see it's not moving. So with that being said, we're ready to get our little one in here. So we'll get one of our test subjects, we'll plop them inside, and that's how you would install a rear-facing car seat using the lower anchors. If we were going to use a seatbelt, I could kind of just show you the same thing. You're going to take your seatbelt. There's a path the same length that you just slide it under. You take the seatbelt all the way out. You'll hear that latch, and then you'll hear like a ratcheting as it goes back in. And so all I would do is I would literally buckle it in, let it ratchet itself back in, and I would do the same exact scenario where I put my body weight on it, and I would tighten the seatbelt up. And again, I would grab it by the belt path, try and feel for that 1 inch, and then the car should be secure. So with that being said, I'll get our test subject in here. We'll show you what they look like while they're sitting in the car, and go over some of the things that people make a mistake on. So how old is Bella?
Bella is 15 months old.
Bella is just over a year. Okay. So what we would do is we would always check the side of the seat to make sure that Bella fits in the height and the weight that we'd like to have her. What do you think? You got a little cup holder there. We're going to want to make sure when Bella's sitting back that her head is going to fit inside where the ear holes would be, right? So like she's even with that. So in case, God forbid, there was wobbling back and forth, that's okay. You don't need your shoes when you're driving around. And then we're going to make sure that we get, hey, you want to hold your shoe? And then we're going to want to take and get her arms. Let me get your other arm. There you go. Very good. Very good. Yes, you're doing a great job.
Your hands.
And then we're going to buckle her in. And when we buckle her in, you're going to want to make sure the shoulder parts are at or slightly below her shoulders. We would take, we got this, girlfriend. And then we would start to tighten up her straps a little bit.
There you go.
Oh, you got a binky. That's perfect.
There you go.
That's perfect. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Put your foot in here. Yes, there you go.
Bella, look.
There you go. Are we in? Oh, we're almost in. 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 There you go. There we go. So then we just slowly pull this down tighter. We're going good. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. And as we get Bella situated, we're going to make sure that the chest clip is exactly that, right across her chest. Right across her chest. You'll pull it slightly tighter. And you'll see we don't want to be able to pinch the material together, which we can't pinch it together. And you can see it's sitting right across her chest line. And obviously her legs are sitting right in there. And she's 100% comfortable the way she's sitting. We don't put any more than this when it comes to jackets. That's a mistake people will make. They'll bundle them up. I know we're headed to a different time of the year, but we don't want them to have them too bundled up. We don't want to put any additional things in front of the child. God forbid something went flying in the vehicle. And you can see she's comfortable and completely fine to where she's at. And she's safe. She's not going anywhere. So most important things, she's in the right recline angle, which is 45 degrees. The vehicle is attached properly to the seat. We're using one mechanism, which in this case, we use the lower anchors. And when we put her in the seat, she's rear facing. The shoulder straps are slightly below her, so they're going to kind of be cupping her, holding her down. And you can see that when you go to pinch these material together, you can't pinch it together because that would mean it's a little too tight. With that being said, Bella, you're doing great. You're a great little prodigy, and I love the way you're sitting in your car seat. Remember, our seat belts, our car seats are 100% their first line of defense when it comes to a crash. So we can't thank Smale enough for taking the time to share this information with all of the people that are out there in the community to make sure they're traveling with their children in a safe manner. And the Children's Bureau can't thank them enough for the donation they made to the Westmoreland County Children's First Association and the Children's Bureau, because there's a shortage and a need for the car seats. So we can't thank you enough for your donation. And we look forward to making sure everybody travels safe. We'll flip this bad boy around and we'll show you what it looks like facing forward. Okay, so I showed you how to use the car seat when it came to using the lower anchors. We're going to use a seatbelt this time. So you can see I've actually fished it through the back of the car seat. There's instructions in your manual on where exactly to put it for the belt path. So first, we're just going to click it in, right? We didn't pull it all the way out yet, but then we're going to pull this all the way out till it ends, and you're going to start hearing that ratcheting. So that ratcheting is the car seat tightening up. You can see that, or the belt path, tightening up. So we're just going to keep doing that. And then we're going to put weight into the car seat and continue to tighten it up. And as you can see, we have our car seat tightened up so that we can't move it an inch in either direction. And our last thing we have is we have a tether in the back. So you'll see I ran the tether already underneath the headrest. Most of your manuals are going to tell you do not run that over top of the headrest. So you could either take your headrest out, or in this case, we simply popped it up and slid it underneath. And we just cinch this down. Same premise. You can see this is a brand new rubber bands on it. New car seat complements a Snail. So as you can see, this seat's not going anywhere. So now it's just about getting your test subject in there, letting them climb in, and we'll put him in the car seat. So you can see we have Carter. He's sitting nice and comfy and cozy in his car seat. He's facing forward. We're just using him as our little test subject, right? He's sitting in here nice and nice as can be. He's happy as a lark. And we are able to get it clipped on him. It's as simple as just sliding this a little bit forward. You can see we got Carter all sitting here nice and comfy and cozy. Yeah, you're doing great, Carter. So the chest clip we want right across the chest as it is. Not be able to pull this so it touches each other. And you're going to want to check the side of the seat to make sure Carter's in the right seated position for his size and height. He's got the chest clip right across his nipple line. You can see that the lap pads are right across his thighs. He's sitting in a comfortable spot. The seat's not going anywhere. The head protector's right around his ears where it would need to be. What you'd want to check to make sure is look at the seat to make sure that your child, in this particular case, Carter, is the right height and weight. Normally about his size, we probably have him turned around still, but we'd check the side of the seat just to make sure. But he's doing great, and this is the most important thing to make sure your children are traveling safely. Your first line of defense in any type of crash is obviously the car seat or your seat belt. But he's doing a great job, and we don't want to stress him out anymore. So we're going to let him out of here.
On behalf of the Smell family, we would like to make a donation of these lovely car seat and booster seats in memory of my father, Jeff Smell, to the Westmoreland Children's First.
We can't thank you enough on behalf of West Children's First, our president that runs the operation, and our children's, I can't even say it, the Children's Bureau of Director, right? I'm sorry. But I feel like you should be the one standing here because of all your hard work and all your hard work making this happen. You guys were able to rally the troops for us, so we can't thank you enough. Right? It was a big need.
Great need.
It was a huge expense financially for us to try and undertake, and the fact that you guys are willing to do it really means a lot to the organization. I know you guys are more than willing, and your family's been doing it for a long time, climbing in and helping out when people need it. So we appreciate you guys helping locally.